Summer came and left without a warning. All at once I looked and you were gone. Now you're looking back at me, searching for a way that we could be like we were before. Now I'm back to what I knew before you. Somehow the city doesn't look the same. Give my love for one more night. Baby, you get to hold me tight. Please take me there again. Oh, and I remember how you loved me. Time was all we got until the day we said goodbye. I remember every moment, those endless summer nights. Still recall the walks along the beaches and the way her hair would glisten in the sun. Rising in the afternoon, making love to you under the moon. Oh, 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 oh. Do you remember all the nights we spent in silence? Every single breath you took was mine. We can have it all again. Say that you'll be with me when the sun brings your heart to mine. Oh, and I remember how you loved me. Time was all we got until the day we said goodbye. I remember every moment, those endless summer nights. There's only so much I can say, so please don't run away from what we have together. There's only you and me tonight, so let's stay lost in flight. Won't you please surrender? And I remember how you loved me. Time was all we got until the day we said goodbye. I remember every moment, those endless summer nights. I remember how you love me. Time was all we got until the day we said goodbye. I remember every moment, those endless summer nights. I remember those endless summer nights. I still remember those endless summer nights. Good morning. Welcome to the Glastonbelli Music Festival right here at the Bellisseria Fairgrounds. Oh, it all sounds so Italian to me. Oh my gosh, it's so Italian. I feel like I'm at the Italian festival. Yeah, it feels like we're at the Italian festival. Yeah, it does. You know what happens at the Italian festival? Besides 3 days of indigestion? Okay, this is the Glastonbelli Music Festival. That's right. It is. But sometimes you see these guys with the hottest looking girls. And you say, how could this be? A pretty woman, I'm walking with gorillas down my street. From the window, I'm staring while my garment grows cold. Ah, no wonder. Take two. Pretty women are walking with gorillas down my street. From the window, I'm staring while my garment grows cold. Look over there, well, there's a little lady that I used to know. She's married now or engaged or something, so I'm told. Is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna take him home tonight? Is she really going out with him? 'Cause if my eyes don't deceive me, there's something going wrong around here. Around here. Something going wrong around here. Tonight when I go to Glastonbelli Music Fest, I wash my hair and I kid myself I look real smooth. Look over there, well, there comes little Jeannie with a new boyfriend. They say their looks don't count for much, and so there goes your proof. Is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna take him home tonight? Is she really going out with him? 'Cause if my eyes don't deceive me, there's something going wrong around here. Around here. Looks could kill. There's a man there who's marked down as dead, 'cause I have my fill. Listen, you take your plans, run again. It's so mean around this city. Something's going wrong around here. Wrong around here. Something's going wrong around here. Something's going wrong around here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. Now, let's see. I'm not saying that that's going on here at this festival now. Or maybe it is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wires, wine at the Wichita lineman is still on the line. No, I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. And if it snows, that stretch down south won't ever stand the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. Ooh, yeah. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line, still on the line. Down in Southside Birmingham, she was running from a fat man selling salvation in his hand. Now he's trying to save me when I'm doing all right, the best that I can. Just another fallen angel, trying to get through the night. Step by step, one by one, conquering fire. Step by step, run by run, climbing Jacob's ladder. Coming over the airwaves, the man says I'm overdue. Sing along, come on, send some money, join the chosen few. But mister, I'm not in a hurry, and I don't wanna be like you, no. All I want from tomorrow is to get it better than today. Step by step, one by one, climbing and climbing. Step by step, run by run, climbing Jacob's ladder. Oh. because we have issues going on in our country right now. You know what I'm saying? We have issues that are going on in the United States right now. You know, we've got a global pandemic and issues all over the world, but we've got things going on right now that are causing them to protest in other countries against some of our policies and practices here in the US of A. And whenever these situations seem to arise, I always feel like maybe the best messages are messages of unity, and it seems like to get to those, I have to go back to the 60s. And isn't that something that decade had the most of these kind of songs to fall back on and maybe say something positive to each other. And so that's what this is about. And it goes like this. Love is but a song we sing, it feels the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, or make the angels cry. Though the birdies on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some will come and some will go, we shall surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Song I sing, you will understand. Listen. You hold the key to love and fear in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both. Is there a your command? Brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love hold these truths self-evident.
Scholars on the street, red, white, and blue. People shuffling their feet, people sleeping in their shoes. There's a warning sign on the road again. A lot of people saying we'd be better off dead. Don't feel like singing, but I am to them. So I try to begin it any way I can. Keep on riding in the free world. 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 I see a woman in the night with a baby in her hand, under an old street light, near a garbage can. Now she puts her kid away, and she's gonna get it. She hates her life and what she's done to it. That's why I'm walking, that'll never go to school, never get to fall in love, never get to be cool. Keep on riding in the free world. 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 We got 1,000 points of light for the homeless man. We got a stronger, gentler tear gas hand. We got styrofoam boxes for the ozone layer. Department stores with no toilet paper. Got a man of the people saying, keep the home alive. Got fuel to burn, we got roads to drive. Keep on riding in the free world. 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 Oh yeah.
Now, as we're gathering for these festivals and especially celebrating the 17th anniversary of Second Life, it's incumbent upon me, it's been told to me by Al Dragonlash and of course my partner Dolly, that I must be mindful of the Linden Lab situation and their participation in all this. And now that they're devoting 100% of their attention strictly to Second Life, that we must follow suit. And so they're asking me to do something about Second Life that is educational. What we're trying to do is really try to educate new people about Second Life. But before we do that, before we see, I'm getting all kinds of orders there. People telling me things that I have to do. So we have to wish Happy Res Day to Honeycrisp at this time, and wait, let's see. How do we do this? Happy, isn't it? Happy Res Day to you. Happy Res Day to you. Happy Res Day, dear Honeycrisp. Happy Res Day to you. As we were saying, rather than do a big setup for this song, I'm just going to let the lyrics stand on their own. Now, if there are any new people here in Second Life joining us today, pay attention, you'll learn something. This is a tutorial. Your bento balls will really come in handy. They're big and round, like 2 bars of cotton candy. They fill with bento juices when you're feeling really randy. Whenever duty calls, you've got bento balls. They can hold your camera when you commence with Skyping. If you need an extra hand, they can help you with your typing. All these things are true. It's not just Vinnie hyping. Whenever duty calls, you've got bento balls. They'll help you with your aim when your SOE tinkles. And of all the bento bones, these have the most wrinkles. There's so much more, so please remember this. They'll slap your partner's chin when she gives that special kiss. They'll serve vanilla milkshakes when you reach the point of bliss. Whenever duty calls, you've got bento balls. You can use them as a pouch if you have Linden's to hide. When you dance here at the summer festival at Bellisseria Fairgrounds, they'll shake the side to side. They come in any size, use the hut for your selection. Then they'll get very tight when you get a big erection. Don't bounce and ban me now. They have no flaws, they really are perfection. Whenever duty calls, you've got bento balls. Yeah, balls, 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 balls. Balls. Yeah, okay. So there, we've done our bit in order that we could educate the new young people here in Second Life. Bento, that's the technology, you see. That's what we're all about here. If you don't know where to purchase those, just IM Dolly or Andy Harcastle, and they'll tell you exactly where you can get them. That's right. We're talking experts in Second Life here. We're talking people that know what the hell they're doing here in SL. Yeah. So, what are we talking about? Oh, yeah. Sometimes, sometimes you got to do songs like this next song. It's just necessary. You just have to do it. It's called upon. Oh, first I need to tell you that the beautiful, the lovely, the talented, the incredible Lexus Melodie is coming up after the Vinnie show. One of the greatest musician, singer, songwriters that we've ever had in Second Life, and I'm a huge fan of Lexus, you see. And here's a song she probably won't be doing in her show because she's a girl. Because she's a girl. Broke up with him and your heart's still on the shelf. It's been over 2 years for me and I'm still not quite myself. You can't be with someone new and you can't go back to him. You're beginning to realize that it's sink or swim. I see you around sometimes and my heart just melts. Looking like if you had your wish, you'd be somewhere else. Man, it just breaks my heart to see you here this way. Someday I'll get the nerve to walk up to you and say, this is the last word this evening that you got to spend. Just give me a chance to show you how to love again. This is the last word this evening that you got to spend. 'Cause I'll be there when your broken heart is on the mend. Every night it's the same old crowd in smoky rooms. Catch a faint glimpse of love sometimes, but it never blooms. I've been around this block a time or two. And I've made some big mistakes, but girl, I promise you, this is the last word this evening that you got to spend. Just give me a chance to show you how to love again. But this is the last word this evening that you got to spend. 'Cause I'll be there when your broken heart is on the mend. Time ticking, ticking, ticking away. Time ticking, ticking, ticking away. Time ticking, ticking, ticking away. Time ticking, ticking, ticking. People inside their houses with the shades pulled down. God knows we could use some romance in this sleepy bedroom town. I know you're still afraid to rush into anything,
There's just so many summers and so many springs. Yeah, this is the last word this evening that you have to spend. Just give me a chance to show you how to love again. But this is the last word this evening that you got to spend. 'Cause I'll be there when your broken heart is on the mend. Yeah, 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 yeah. Henley. Two seas on a vacation far away, come around and talk it over. So many things that I like to say. You know my time, my girl's a little bit older. I just wanna use your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. Ain't got any friends left to talk to. No one's around when I'm in trouble. You know I'd do anything for you. Instead the night will keep it undercover. I just wanna use your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. I just wanna use your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. Try to stop my hands from shaking. Something in my mind's not making sense. It's been a while since we've been all alone. I can't hide the way I'm feeling. Usually, please would you close the door? I forget what I told you. Just because you're right, that don't mean I'm wrong. Another shoulder to cry upon. I just wanna use your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. I just wanna use your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love. I don't wanna lose your love. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. I feel.
Does anybody know about the undulating uvula? You know, that you have the undulating uvula. Do you know what that is? I thought it was like a really dirty sex thing. Ooh, baby. I want to play with your undulating uvula. And my mother explained to me, she's 90. And she said, dumbass, the uvula is the little wiggly thing inside your throat leading into the esophagus, you know. And when it's undulating, that would indicate that you were using the vibrato in the voice. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Like that, see? And so we got fired from a bunch of places in Second Life because of the undulating uvula. If I had only sung it like, Amazing grace, how sweet that sound, lady, you know, then they would have not have fired me. And this song wouldn't have been written. You let me go, I don't know what I could have done. You made me feel no big deal, the excluded one, and I can surmise there are lies in your truthfulness, and you can't disguise how the story reads between the lines. And you let me go, even though we made a joyful sound. You brought me in, then sent me to the lost and found. The music and words were the same as I had sung before. The harmonies in thirds stop when you show me to the door. So forget me. You brought me to your table and said there's no one better. You set me up and handed me a goodbye letter. You let me go. The pain was slow. You drew it out so well. But we know the score. There's something more that you didn't tell. But I felt your words through my heart like a paring knife. And now it's all gone. You can tell them all you knew me before you let me go. You let me go. Why do I say, oh boy? Wonder what the significance is. It just comes out subconsciously. I finish a song and I go, instead of saying, thank you very much for your attention. You're so nice. You're so wonderful. I say, oh boy. There must be a reason for it. There must be a reason. There must be. All my love, all my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, no boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. All of my life, I've been waiting. Tonight there'll be no hesitating, no boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. Stars appear and shadows falling. You can hear my heart a-calling. A little bit of love that makes everything alright. I'm gonna see my baby tonight. Dum-dee, dum-dum-dum, oh boy. Dum-dee, dum-dum-dum, oh boy. Dum-dee, dum-dum-dum, oh boy. Dum-dum, dum-dee, dum, oh boy. Stars appear and shadows falling. You can hear my heart a-calling. A little bit of love to make everything alright. I'm gonna see my baby tonight. All of my love, all my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world can see that you were meant for me. That you were meant for me. That you were meant for me. Buddy Holly, you know, I get challenged now and again to sing girl songs. You know, I like doing girl songs because I think I'm part girl. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. But you have to be kind to me for a moment. I'm probably part girl because I like to do the girl songs, and it's not fair to make fun. This is a celebration here, and we got Lexus Melodie, who's a real girl, coming up next, and therefore, you know, I would really love to do this song in a dual stream with Lexus, if she would be ever willing to learn it. But in the meantime, I'm going to do it myself so that I can, how you call it, get my girl chops on. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you don't know anything about what I'm saying, and it probably serves me right. So here we go. I have to warm up. I have to prepare for this because this is a stretch for me. I have to change some of the notes, in fact, because they're girl notes, you know, and I have to change them into boy notes, and then all right, let's see if I can do this. Girl music. Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm starting to get the vibe. I'm starting to feel it. It's starting to come to me. It's coming to me. It is. Girl notes. There I was with the old man, stranded again, so off I ran. The young world crashed in above me. No possibilities of getting what I need. He looked at me and smiled. Said, no, child. You see the dog and butterfly up in the air, he likes to fly. Dog and
butterfly. Below, she got it to try. Then she rolled back down to the warm, soft ground, laughing. She don't know why. She don't know why. Dog and butterfly. Stumbled upon your secret place. You're safe in the trees, you had tears in your face, wrestling with your desire. You're frozen strangers, stealing your fires. The message hit my mind. Only words that I could find. We see the dog and butterfly. In the air we like to fly. Dog and butterfly. Below she got to try. And she rolled back down to the warm, soft ground, laughing up to the sky. Up to the sky. Dog and butterfly. We're getting older, the world's getting colder. For the life of me, I don't know the reason why. But maybe it's living, making us giving. Hearts rolling in, taking back on the time. We're vanished together, ocean upon the sky. Another night in a strange town, moonlight holding me, light is down. Voice of confusion inside of me. No way to go back to where I'm free. Feels like I'm through. And the old man's words are true. We see the dog and butterfly. Up in the air we like to fly. Dog and butterfly. Below she had to try. And she rolled back down to the warm, soft ground with a little tear in her eye. She had to try. She had to try. Dog and butterfly. Boo, boo, boo. Up in the air we like to fly. Dog and butterfly. Below she got it to try. And she rolled back down to the warm, soft ground, laughing to the sky. To the sky. To the sky. Dog and butterfly. Woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Hart and Nancy Wilson. Oh, you know, it's been so much fun being here with you guys today, and the beautiful, the lovely, the talented Luckless Melodie is up next. And she is a great singer, songwriter, musician, wonderful, wonderful person too. She's a friend, you know. And so we're going to end with hopefully an encouraging message that you can take home with you, or actually stay here and listen to Lexus through and the whole rest of the music festival today. And this is for all of you. We've been the same so many years. We've known the laughter and the tears. And here we are, still loving true. Whatever moments that we make in life, yeah, they're up to me and you. This is the magic time. We gotta show everybody we're all at one here. Now is our only future, and we're bound to make it, 'cause love is everything they say it is. We hold the line with status quo. Don't get upset for things we don't know. Just keep our friends and hold on to the little sense we can make of all the things we never do. This is the magic time. We gotta show everybody we're all at one here. Now is our only future, and we're bound to make it, 'cause love is everything they say it is. Love, love is everything. We gotta do it right, yeah. Love, love is everything. We can change the world now. Love, love is everything. We gotta do it together. Love, love is everything. Love is everything. Thank y'all for coming to the festival today. Lexus Melodie is up next. It's been a big honor to be here, and I guess we're back here in the same spot tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to do a whole different show tomorrow, so please come again. May God bless you always. Be good to each other. Stay safe. We'll see you next time. Lexus is up next. This is the magic time. We gotta show everybody we're all at one here. Here's Lexus. We're all at one here. Here's Lexus. We're all at one Here's Lexus.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lexus Melodie.
Hey, you guys, just give me a shout when you can hear me. Vinnie, that was spectacular as always. And even though we haven't done Glastonbelli before, I don't think we've done other ones before, I think. Festivals, that is, together. So we're going to start with a Lexus song today. Vinnie, I'd dual stream with you anytime. You just got to say the word. Welcome everyone to Glastonbelli. Let this wasted heart be still, just for a while. I need more ammo for this fight. That's not my style. What you want and what you get are worlds apart. What is real and what you feel are crazy from the start. Oh, and I can't get enough of you. My soul's the darkest shade of blue. You're my paper and I'm your glue. That's when I was so confused, sometimes elated, mostly used, 10% smiling, 90% bruised. Pushing the floodgates closed with both hands. The same sky in different lands. You cannot be made to choose. We both know I would be the one to lose. Reap what you sow. Oh, and I can't get enough of you. My soul's the darkest shade of blue. You're my paper and I'm your glue. That's when I was so confused, sometimes elated, mostly used, 10% smiling, 90% bruised. Put a limit on your heart. Truth was in there from the start. We let ourselves be torn apart with madness, sadness, and gladness. And I can't get enough of you. My soul's the darkest shade of blue. You're my paper and I'm your glue. That's when I was so confused, sometimes elated, mostly used, 10% smiling, 90% bruised. Oh, oh. Thanks, you guys. Hey, Teddy. Yeah, I think I'll probably do mostly originals. I'll try to today. You know me, I can't help myself. I love playing other people's songs. For anyone who hasn't heard me before, actually, no, forget it. I'm not going to say what I was going to say then. I'll say it in a bit.
Wow.
This one's called The Problem. Here it comes again, this heart of mine is still beating. Here we go again, with these eyes of mine, they're still seeing. Always been my problem, beats how it wants to be. They see what they want to see, I can't control it, and that's always been the problem with me. The problem with me. Here it comes again, this foot of mine still fits in my mouth. Here it comes again, this love of mine is still in there somewhere. Beats how it wants to be. They see what they want to see. I can't control it, and that's always been the problem with me. Fits how it wants to fit. The thermostat is broken on my love. That's the problem with me. I'm unfixable. The problem with me, sometimes unmovable. The problem with me, you can take me or leave me. Here it comes again, this hurt of mine. It still pinches. Here we go again with this head of mine. Oh, it's still overthinking. Beats how it wants to be. They see what they want to see. I can't control it, and that's always been the problem with me. Fits how it wants to fit. Thermostat is broken on my love. That's the problem with pinch when it wants to pinch. I'm still overthinking. Beats how it wants to be. See what they want to see. Fits when it wants to fit. Thermostat is broken on my love. That's the problem with me. That's the problem with beats how it wants to be it. Beats how it wants to be. Beats how it wants to be it. Beats how it wants to be. Beats how it wants to be it. Beats how it wants to be. Beats how it wants to be it. Beats how it wants to be. Thanks, you guys. That one's called The Problem. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted then because my guitar is doing this thing where it fades in and out. And I haven't quite figured out why. But hopefully the guitar shops will be open soon and I can take it to go and get it fixed. I think it's something in the pickup. Well, it's definitely something in the pickup. So I'm just going to try quickly, if you don't mind. Just watch your ears for a second, because I'm going to make a noise. 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to plug it back in 3, 2, 1. Apologies for your ears. There we go. But it worked. It worked, right? So let's do... this next one is called The Road Less Traveled. Mine takes off into another planetary existence. It's nearly 4 a.m. Real world starts to float off into the distance. Colors swirling through my mind help stop the passing of this time. Just need to find the me that's deep inside. I promised myself to you. Now I'm taking me back, right back to my roots. Make a promise to myself. to the first annual, hopefully it'll be annual, Glastonbelli. Of course, Darlie, of course. So this song today has got some particular relevance because if you're going to be sticking around, which you absolutely should, for the wonderful Jed Luckless, who is playing Glastonbelli at 2 p.m. Well, no, I shouldn't give it away, really, should I? Okay, well, he might be covering one of my songs, and it might be this one. But this one goes out to lovely Darlie and Vinnie today. This is their song. Wine is whispers on a cold December day. Picks up the phone and she listens as he says, get your things together, today's the day. Ride the next train out of there. We are architects of our own fate, he says. Meet you in London. Looks like a postcard as he walks the avenue. Pulls his coat across his chest and makes his way down to the tube. She says, baby, I'm coming. I try not to be late. The present is up to us and our future lies in the hands of fate. She says, meet you in London by the fountain in Hyde Park. I won't be afraid, just take good care of my fragile heart. Meet you in London where the bright lights shine on the smoky sky. Meet you in London where the crowds are big enough to hide away. Meet you in London. Frost starts the pathway as she walks into the park. She prays that he is there. It's starting to get dark. He checks his watch now for the 22nd time. Looks up and sees her there. One perfect moment suspended in time. Meet you in London where the bright lights shine on the smoky sky. Meet you in London where the crowds are big enough to hide away. Meet you in London. Meet you there. Meet you in London. Oh no, where are you trapped? I'm looking around, I'm looking around. I can't see you, Luke. I can't see you. I had to turn my my graphics down low to make sure that the stream was steady. Because I knew there'd be a few folks here today.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And why not? Of course, the wonderful Vinnie did an amazing set as always. I wish I'd seen Vinnie at the real Glastonbury. That would have been awesome. But Glastonbelli is the next best thing. So I did pick out a few covers for today. Ones that I would say were sort of festival songs. Most of them are from bands that I've seen it, or people I've seen it. Glastonbury and stuff. So I think we should start with that. Let's start with a Radiohead song. Just going to throw in a few covers. I know you guys don't care. Don't By the way, if anyone has got any requests today, please feel free to make them. I'm normally happy enough to play whatever. If it's something I can play, of course. Oh, thank you so much, Alan. Thanks, Zizi. Cheers, Teddy. Thanks, Doc and Darlie. Thank you so much. Thank you, Owl. And thank you, Bespectacled. Okay, so let's do a Lexus one called Eliminate. Ah, David. Creek. Thanks, you guys. That was Eliminate. This one is a Manic Street Preachers cover. Future teaches you to be alone. The present to be afraid and cold. Sorry. Future teaches you to be alone. The present to be afraid and cold. So if I can't shoot rabbits, then I can shoot fascists. Bullets for your brain today, but we'll forget it all again. Monuments put from pen to paper turn me into a godless wonder. Oh, and if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. Oh, and if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. Will be next. Will be next. Will be next. Gravity keeps my head down, or is it maybe shame at being so young and being so vain? Holes for your head today, but I'm a pacifist. I've walked the ramblers, but not with real intent. Oh, and if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. Oh, and if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. And on the streets tonight, a no man plays with the newspaper cuttings of his glory days. Oh, and if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. Oh, and if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. Oh, and if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. Okay, you guys, so we are about halfway through. Sorry for that, buzzing. So of course at 12 o'clock we have the wonderful Da5id Weatherwax. So please stick around because he's fantastic. And then Larree Quixote, it just goes on and on. Larree Quixote is at 1, and then I know Jed is at 2. Pretty exciting. So let's do a Lexus song. This one's called Not Too Soon. Shoes off, share the outside. I need a little space so I can roll on the easy, not roll in your eyes. I wanna breathe in place where I can pry this monkey right off of my back. Clock is ticking in the back room. Paint is peeling in the summer room. Damp is rising in the bedroom. Oh, burn this house down. I need a bit of peace where I can let my head down, empty my head. A little hiding place where I can get the monsters from under my bed. Clock is ticking in the back room. Paint is peeling in the summer room. Damp is rising in the bedroom. Oh, burn this house down. Shouts they fade, stains remain. Dust it gathers on aging frames. Walls grow cold, time to fall. Clock is ticking in the back room. Paint is peeling in the summer room. Damp is rising in the bedroom. Light the fuse, it is not too soon. Not too soon. Thanks, you guys. So we've got about 20 minutes left before the wonderful David comes up. I have to pop away really quickly after this, but I will be back for the remainder. I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you don't let show. So just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody, somebody to lean on. Ooh, oh. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody, somebody to lean on. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody, somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up that road. I'll share your load if you just call me. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody, somebody to lean on. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Let's see. Here's one that doesn't see a lot of Lexus light, but it's had more plays in the last month than it has probably in the last 5 years. I've only played it twice, but you know. This one's a Lexus song. It's called Fawlty. What's the matter now? Walking around with a nasty face on. What's the matter now? Really should have, but you got a mood on. What's the point when all you do is shout? All you do is pout. You're like water boiling up a spout. I can stand it now. Getting the eggshells, cutting my feet, and I can stand it now. Change every day like a meet and greet, and you're not the boy I met so long ago. Faces upside down, you're so low. I should give you time to really grow. I ain't from Venus and you're from Mars. I like a spliff and you like cigars. You like the football. stop it now. Know this over, gotta get out. And sometimes things improve when we're apart. Should have seen this at the start. Big dilemma was the beating of our hearts. I'm from Venus and you're from Mars. I like a spliff and you like cigars. You like the football, I like guitars. Destiny was faulty. I'm from Venus and you're from Mars. I like a spliff and you like cigars. You like the football, I like guitars. Destiny was faulty from the start. Oh, 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 ooh. It's apparent now. Hanging around and you do my head in. It's apparent now. Never get to work, so throw the towel in. Sometimes I just feel we are cursed. Couldn't get much fucking worse. It's forever since our bubble really burst. I'm from Venus and you're from Mars. I like a spliff and you like cigars. You like the football, I like guitars. Destiny was faulty. I'm from Venus and you're from Mars. I like a spliff and you like cigars. You like the football, I like guitars. Destiny was faulty. I'm from Venus and you're from Mars. I like a spliff and you like cigars. You like the football, I like guitars. Destiny was faulty from the start. Oh, 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 ooh. Sorry, we got there eventually. Got there eventually. Yeah, that one's called Fawlty. Okay, so we've got about 10 minutes left. So if there's anything you want to hear, just let me know. And I'll be only too happy. Let me say some thank yous here as well. Thank you, Mariska. Cheers, Nim. Thank you so much. Now, let's see. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Thanks, you guys. That was Que Sera. I have to say, I haven't seen Doris Gate festival. Definitely didn't see Doris Gate festival. So this next one is a Lexus song. This one's called Defying Gravity. Circuitry gave up on me as I fell at your feet. You pressed on the ejector seat, and now I've lost my passenger and waterlogged tracks holding me back while I live off the scraps. And you defy gravity, waterlogged tracks, warping the cracks, pouring out the past while you defy gravity. You defy gravity. Now I'm the navigator, trying not to be a hater. Little girl, I'll see you later. Said heaven was above my head, so we started flying planes instead. Now we're high up in the atmosphere, waterlogged tracks holding me back while I live off the scraps. And you defy gravity, waterlogged tracks, warping the cracks, pouring out the past while you defy gravity. You defy gravity. You defy gravity. You're flying high, I've got a hole in my heart. You're flying high, I'm a million broken parts. And there is no one calling shotgun. We were meant to be so young and free, but your circuitry gave up on me as I fell at your feet. You pressed on the ejector seat, and now I've lost my passenger and waterlogged tracks holding me back while I live off the scraps. And you defy gravity, waterlogged tracks, warping the cracks, pouring out the past while you defy gravity. You defy gravity. You defy gravity without me. Yeah, please do, David. Feel free to ready yourself. What I will do is I'm going to do a real quick song here, but I am going to just step you off here so that David can get all set up. I'm just digging these yellow galoshes. Don't you just love the word galosh? Takes money to get to LA, to get to Phoenix, to get to New Jersey. takes a lifetime, sometimes even longer. You gotta be stronger, use what you can use. My mama never told me you gotta fight dirty, gotta plan to beat the rest or expect to lose. But she wasn't saying because she wasn't playing. Never even thought to break the golden rule. If you ain't winning, doesn't mean that you're a loser. Just keep your wheels spinning, keep your hands loose, keep your eyes open, and keep your mind hoping. Maybe someday, someday soon. Thanks everyone for coming out today, it's much appreciated. And there's a whole day of music, so do stick around. Thank you all for having me. If there ain't nothing growing out in the desert, or those wide open spaces where nothing ever grows, if it don't start raining, oh, you better stop complaining. Get yourself out in the yard and find you a hose. If you ain't winning, doesn't mean that you're a loser. Just keep your wheels spinning, keep your hands loose, keep your eyes open, and keep your mind hoping. Maybe someday, someday soon. Maybe someday, someday soon. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for coming out to the show. Please do stick around for the whole day. There is so much awesome music. I need to pop off really quickly, but I will be back and spend the rest of the day digging the music at Glastonbelli. Lexus, Melodie over and out. Billy, Billy, B.
All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so great to be back here on the Bellisseria Fairgrounds, and even better to be back at my spiritual home, the Glastonbury Festival. I got to admit to you guys that I was really bummed that I could not attend the Glastonbury Festival this year. And then they went and cancelled it. And then, wonders of wonders, Doc and Owl got together and they put together this amazing festival here. So, being here is something that means an awful lot to me, and I'm so glad to see you folks here as well. But enough of my gabbing. On with the tunes. Give us a wreck or two, good Lord, for winter on this coast is hard. The grey frost creeps like mortal sin. No food in the larder, no bread in the bin. One rich wreck is all we pray, busted abroad at break of day. Shattered and broken upon the reef, with food and stores to ease our grief. On the skyline a tall ship sailed by, bound for London, their decks piled high. Fruits of warmer lands passing through our hands, so we watch for the storm in the sky. Well, the fishermen arise with the sun, and they work till the day's about done, hauling empty nets while the cold sun sets and the winter has barely begun. There's a lighthouse a mile from the shore that the storm-weary sailors watch for. When the wind and rain bring the gale again, well, they won't shine for them anymore. On the skyline the tall ships sail by, bound for London, their decks piled high. Fruits of warmer lands passing through our hands, so we watch for the storm in the sky. We have families with sons on the sea. Yes, they work the tall ships that we see. But our choice is made by the wintry days and the children that watch from the quay. A wild evening the word flew the round, the tall merchantman's tempted aground. How we'll dance and sing, glad to greet the spring, though we'll weep for the sailors we drowned. On the skyline the tall ships sail by, bound for London, their decks piled high. Fruits of warmer lands passing through our hands, so we watch for them in the sky. November winds chill to the bone, December rain washes the stone. Sea that brings us life, take your sacrifice, but bring back the hope to our homes. On the skyline a tall ships sail by, bound for London, their decks piled high. Fruits of war passing hand, so we wait for the storm, for the storm. Have a interesting. Now, the wonderful thing about these British Isles is that we are never more than 100 miles from the sea. So we do sing an awful lot of songs about the sea and about sailors. And the thing about folk music is that we are, in many ways, musical reporters. We sing about events that actually happened, in some cases. And so from the Cornish coast, where the Wrecker song originated, let's move around to the northwest coast of England, where there is a huge bite out of the coast that goes by the name of Morecambe Bay. Now, when I was a tiny little sprog, my dad got a job in a shipbuilding town on the north end of that bay. And, of course, my brother and I got chapter and verse from all the adults that you never went out too far beyond the tide line, even if you couldn't see the sea in the distance. Because at low tide, Morecambe Bay is about 150 to 200 square miles of mud flats and shellfish beds, and the occasional patch of quicksand. At high tide, 6 hours later, it's under 40 feet of water. And sadly, in February of 2004, there were a bunch of people who didn't get the word about that. Out beyond the seafront, where the calliopes roar, beyond the wrack and samphire, out beyond the shore, I see them walking through the tide as the rain cuts through the spray. The Chinese cockle pickers on the sands of Morecambe Bay stood beside him in the corner shop and in the markets too. I should have spoken to them, told them everything I knew, like our mothers told us as we went out to play. Never try and raise the tide on the sands of Morecambe Bay, for the tide, it is the devil. It'll run you out of breath. It'll race you to the seashore. It'll chase you to your death. The tide's the very devil, and the devil has its day on the lonely cockle sands of Morecambe Bay. Saw 'em sending money orders home, all their hard-earned pay. Tales of crossing borders on the road to Morecambe Bay. Seen 'em in their crowded rooms on the cold hard floor. Such a sleepless life is not worth dying for. Now I sit and slay the morning light. My grief would drown phone calls halfway round the world, and 2 rivers they died and lost. But the tide is, it'll run out of breath. Two rivers they died and lost, but the tide is, it'll run out of breath. It'll race you to your death. The tide's the very death stay on the lonely the children stow away to die on the cockle. Okay. Hopefully you got this now. I do apologise for that technical glitch. It was server-side, nothing to do with my system. All right, so it's a true fact that if you call yourself a folk musician, you have to put some Irish tunes in your sets. Avoid it. So let's tick that box right now. After all,
The love.
yeah. May as well get the important stuff out of the way first, right? And it's worth noting that this one, like so many Irish songs, is sung from the perspective of an Irishman who's no longer in Ireland. Well, as far away I am today from the scenes I roamed a boy, and long ago, the hour I know I first saw Illinois. No time, no tide, no water wide can steal my heart away, but straight and true will fly to you, my own dear Galway Bay. Now me chosen bride is by my side, her long hair silver grey. Our daughter Rose is like her grows as April dawn today. Our eldest son, our chosen one, is father's pride and stay. With gifts like these I'd take my ease beside you, Galway Bay. By shore and creek, both grey and bleak, the rugged rocks abound, but sweet a green the grass between that grows on Irish ground. So friendship fond, all else beyond, and love to live always. Bless each dear home beside your foam, my own dear Galway Bay. Had I youth's blood and hopeful mood, and a heart afire once more, for all the gold the earth might hold, I'd never leave your shore. I'd live content, whate'er God sent, with neighbours old and grey, and I'd leave my bones 'neath churchyard stones beside you, Galway Bay. Now the blessings of a poor old man be with you night and day. The blessings of a lonely man whose heart will soon be clay. 'Tis all the heaven I ask of God upon my dying day, my soul to soar forevermore above you, Galway Bay. My soul to soar forevermore above you, Galway Bay. Now, coming up next, since we are real close to midsummer and right at the point where we are, or at least we would be in a non-COVID world, be getting into the season for county fairs and in the US state fairs or Renfests and other stuff like that. It's entirely appropriate that I throw in here one of the most misunderstood traditional songs in the folk canon. I like to pair it with another song that is much more recent, written by a wonderful Welshman called Da5id. And the second one goes a long way towards explaining the first. The first one, of course, is so common you will have heard at least 5 or 6 different versions of it before now. So I'm not even going to bother to introduce it, just going to start playing it. are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, remember me to one who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt, parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, without no seam, no fine needlework. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to find me an acre of land, parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, between the salt water and the sea strand. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to plough it all with a lamb's horn, parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, and to sow it all over with one peppercorn. And then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather, parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, and gather it all in one bunch of heather. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Oh, are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, remember me to one who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine. Well, early in the morning, just as the day was dawning, made my usual greeting to the sun. I knew my destination, to seek for inspiration, standing stone down where the river runs. Seeing no one else in sight, I sat down to write, but I was not alone. The air a little colder, and a hand upon my shoulder, and a shadow fell across the ancient stone. He asked what I was writing, said it sounded so inviting. I said I just tell stories with a song. The melody compelling, said he had a tale worth telling, and he promised me it wouldn't take too long. He never would forget how his own true love he met outside a county fair, of a land by the sea, of a shirt with no seams, of a life that they could never share. He thought they'd be together, they would live their lives forever, but he realized he would soon be gone. Behind doors that we were closing, from the will that we're imposing on the land that we all depend upon. Their story will be sung for many years to come, although their name's unknown. Two broken hearts, two lives torn apart, from the day we made iron from stone. Two broken hearts, two lives torn apart, from the day we made iron from stone. Remember me to one who lives there, for she once was a true love of mine. Because, of course, Scarborough Fair. Most people hear the impossible tasks and think that they are complete nonsense. Or they hear the reference to a seamless garment and think there might be some Christian analogy in there, and they are both wrong. The key is in the third verse. That land between the sea and the shore is the lost land, typically one of the gateways into the land of the Fae. And those impossible tasks are pretty much exactly what you would expect the Queen of the Fae to set for a mortal lass who fell in love with one of the lords of the Fae court. Now, folklore is full of people telling stories about couples who have overcome this kind of adversity. That somehow the mortal lass did complete these tasks which the Fae Queen thought were impossible to do without magic. But in this case, not so much, because humanity has been steadily girdling the world in iron. And that is a metal that the Fae have no love for at all. So the gateways between this world and the land of the Fae have been getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Now, it's worth pointing out that one of the ways in which we have been girdling the world with iron is the railways. And both sides of the Atlantic have this huge, huge reservoir of songs that could be basically described as railroad songs. One of my favorites of these relates to a rail line in the US that I actually did ride in person, all the way down from the upper Midwest to the Gulf of Mexico, when I decided it was time for me to cross Mardi Gras off my bucket list. It is, of course, Guthrie's City of New Orleans. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central early morning rail. 15 cars, 15 restless riders, 12 conductors, 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out of Kankakee and rolls along past houses, farms and fields. Passing trains that have no name, and the freight yards full of old black men, and the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Good morning, say don't you know me, I'm your native son. Then the train they call the city of New Orleans, be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Dealing card games with the old men in the club car. Penny a pint, ain't no one keeping score. Pass the paper bag, holds the bottle. Feel the wheels rumbling neath the floor. And the sons of pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpet made of steel. Mothers with their babes asleep, rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rail is all you feel. Good morning, America, how are ya? Say, don't you know me, I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans, be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the city of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home we'll be there by morning, down the Mississippi Delta rolling down to the sea. But all the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream, and the steel rail still ain't heard news. The conductor sings his songs again. The passengers will please refrain, but this train's got disappearing railroad blues. Good night, America, how are ya? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. Be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Say good night, America, how are ya? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. Be gone 500 miles when the day is done. All right. Now, all of that iron and steel could not have been produced without the work of one particular group of people. That is, of course, the coal miners. And there is a song that exists just about everywhere where there either is now, or in most cases used to be, a deep pit coal mining industry. It comes in countless variants. And it exists because if there is one thing that mine bosses have hated throughout the years, it has always been coal miners' unions. This particular variant of it, you can tell, comes from around Newcastle because of the two pits, Seguil and Dullival, it names in the verse. It's in the evening after dark that the black-leg miner creeps to work. His moleskin pants and dirty shirt His moleskin pants and dirty shirt. There goes the miner. He takes his duds and there's not to work down road the black leg. He takes his duds and there's not to work down road the black leg miner. His miner creep. Well, Dullival is a terrible place. They rub wet clay in the blackleg's face. Around the spoil they the black it's in it's in the evening after dark. The blackleg pants and dirty shirt. There goes the blackleg miner. Bit of hell and down you go and fare you well, blackleg miner, you dying day. That may not be far away if you're a blackleg miner. It's in the evening. Miner, it's in the evening after dark. The blackleg miner creeps to work. Moleskin pants and dirty shirt. Miner. All right. Interesting follow on from that because, of course, folk music is all too often about lifestyles that are dying out or are already gone. But it is a living tradition. We do keep adding new songs. This next one is a song from one of my favourite songwriters. His name's Steve Knightley. He is currently the front man of a wonderful band called Show of Hands. And it's a song that I particularly love performing online because it talks about a lifestyle that we are all part of just by being here at this amazing venue today. It's called Safe as Houses.
Bars on every window, a chain upon the door. This house is no castle, no refuge anymore. What's left worth stealing when you live in fear? Like prisoners we sleep, safe as houses around here, around here. No movement stirs the air, no smoke from any fire. One thing enters freely, it's a message down a wire. The screen lights up the darkness, outside footsteps pass. We watch and we are watched, safe as houses behind glass, behind glass. A world of information, sending static into space. In communication, no man never face to face. Friendship is reaching for the phone, reaching at our hands, safe as houses, all alone, all alone. But there's bars on every window, there's a chain upon the door.
All right, so we made it past the half hour without you guys fleeing in terror, clapping your hands over your ears, so that is a good thing from my point of view. Now, there is one thing that I do mention every time I get up on stage in SL, and this is going to be no different. You see, we are lucky enough here to be in an amazing, incredible venue that is supported by the lab. But not every venue is like that. So, as you are going around the grid, I would ask you one personal favor, that whenever you come across a place that has a live musician up on stage, even if you hate his music, do what you can to support the venues, because they are the bedrock on which the entire SL music scene exists. Without them, there would be nothing. Okay, enough of that. As I mentioned earlier, we are getting close to midsummer here. One of the great 4 solar festivals. And I do tend to stick this song into my set list every time one of those great 4 festivals rolls around. It's by the same guy as wrote the Iron from Stone Corollary to Scarborough Fair. And it's called Antlered Crown and Standing Stone. I am the face within the leaves, I am the voice within the trees. I am boy, I am man, the face of the changing land. And I have been your constant guide, from your caves on the mountainside. We have walked hand in hand. And everywhere that I have been, my passing turns the grey to green. The birds sing on, that the land is awoken, and oh, my lady lies with me, and our love weaves a tapestry, eternal threads unbroken. For I am lover, I am father, I am haunted god and king. I'm the life in all the nature that is reborn every spring. Call a stag, cry of eagle, I am child of barleycorn, and I am the antlered crown and standing stone. I am the oats, the corn, the grain, a bearded man with a crooked cane. Cut me down, I must die, for the land to be born again. But don't you cry and don't you grieve, soon the wild hunt I will lead on the nights a sowing. For I am lover, I am father, I am haunted god and king. I'm the life in all the nature that is reborn every spring. Call a stag, cry of eagle, I am child of barleycorn, and I am the antlered crown and standing stone. The air is cold, the sky is grey, where on the windy bones of trees for the time of the winter queen. But through the frost, the snow, the rain, no holly stands evergreen. For I am lover, I am father, I am haunted god and king. I'm the life in all the nature that is reborn every spring. Call a stag, cry of eagle, I am child of barleycorn, and I am the antlered crown and standing stone. I am the antlered crown and standing stone. The standing stone. Okay. Ooh, we are having a bit of a laggy day today, but never mind, that's okay. Now, I am going to drag you firmly back to my native land now. You may not be able to tell it from my voice, largely because my mother was adamant when my brother and I were growing up that we would not pick up any kind of regional accent at all. Don't know how successful she was in that, but she certainly made us not sound like the Scots that we were. It's a commonly known fact of history that just as, as friendly matches to keep our hands in while we're waiting for the big international events, us Scots and the English do have a long tradition of kicking the crap out of each other. And One of the occasions on which the perfidious English managed to hand us our arses was the Battle of Culloden. And after that battle, a great many Scotsmen decided the best place to live safely was somewhere far overseas. After that time, the English king died, his son took the throne, and the Scots realized that he wasn't holding too many grudges, so they came home. Now, there's an awful lot of songs in the folk tradition about soldiers going away to war. This is one about soldiers coming home, with a double bonus that the words were written by our national poet, Mr. Robert Burns.
Long a wee parrot been, lassie my dearie, now he are met again. Lassie lie near me, near me, lassie my dearie. Long have we lain alone, lassie lie near me. From dread Culloden field, bloody and dreary, mourning my country, weary, 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 lonely and weary, became sad and vanished white, far from my dearie. Loud, loud the winds did roar, stormy and eerie, far from my native shore. Danger stood near me, near me, near me. Danger stood near me, but now I'll sail I. All that I have endured, lassie my dearie, here in thine arms is cured. Lassie lie near me, near me, near me, lassie my dearie. Long hast thou lain alone, lassie lie near me. Long as thou lain alone, lassie lie near me.
Which, when you consider that was a song about involuntary migrants coming home, does sort of neatly lead into my next song. You see, the reputation us folk musicians have for singing gloomy songs is not entirely undeserved. And one of the reasons behind that is that we are all musical reporters in our own way, and at least half of our songs are op-eds. Certainly whenever we come across something that needs to be protested about or complained about, we tend to wrap a song around it as a way of making our voices heard. That was the situation I found myself in a little bit over a year ago, which is what led to me writing this next one. It's called The Refugees. Desert churches, weeping angels, find their footsteps in the sand. Hear their prayers and mark their passing, where a hostile border stands. Parents carry hungry children, calm their fears with whispered words. This is no safe place for families. What they left behind was worse. Step by step across the desert, towards a political line. Asylum means a place of safety, and seeking it is not a crime. But in this land of migrants' children, they've forgotten what they were. Mercy's dead, compassion smothered, as they close and bar the door. This place they claim and they'll defend it. They'll throw your child in an icy hole, all in the name of God and freedom, and the land their fathers stole. But can't they see what they are doing? That they so drunk on greed and pride? Can't they see the tears of angels standing in their mother's eyes? And still they go to church on Sundays. They wrap their hate in piety. Trade one day's faith for 6 days evil. Christ was once a refugee. They trade one day's faith for 6 days evil. But Christ was once a refugee. All right, so having established that we do tend to sing an awful lot of songs prompted by current events at the time they were written, it's worth mentioning that the period commonly known as the Cold War did spawn an awful lot of songs. And in particular, it spawned what I like to personally refer to as the "Oh my God, we're all going to die" school of folk music. Now, the Cold War may be mostly over, although Vlad might disagree with us on that. But the songs are still around, including this one called "Crow on the Cradle." I'm in the meadow, coughing the corn. Now is the time for a babe to be born. He'll laugh at the moon, he'll cry for the sun.
If it's a boy, then he'll carry a gun, sang the crow on the cradle. If it shouldn't be that this baby's a girl, never you mind if her hair doesn't curl. Rings on her fingers, bells on her toes, and a bomber above her wherever she goes, sang the crow on the cradle. Your mother and father, they'll work and they'll slave to buy you a coffin and to dig you a grave. Hush-a-bye, little one, never you weep. We've got a toy that will put you to sleep, sang the crow on the cradle. Crow on the cradle, the black and the white. Somebody's baby is born for a fight. Crow on the cradle, the white and the black. Somebody's baby is not coming back, sang the crow on the cradle. Well, bring me my gun and I'll shoot that bird dead. Yeah, that's what your mother and father both said. So crow on the cradle, what must we do? This is a thing that I leave up to you, sang the crow on the cradle, sang the crow on the cradle.